Hey y'all, Jen here with My Crochet Basket. Welcome back to my channel. Did you guys have a good Christmas and a good New Year? I haven't hit New Year's yet. Today is December 30th. It's Monday. I hope that you've done something more fun than I have this year. Intentional choice to stay in, but I figure I'll make the most of my time and probably crochet something. Anyway, it has been a little while, so I thought I would just give you all an update on everything that's kind of been going on in my world. Did you guys like Frank's pattern last week? I was so excited with how it turned out. If you haven't, and you know, you guys like frogs, feel free to check him out. But these are the two lighter colors. So this is the one in key lime. This one is in, oh, there he goes. This is the one in mint. And then I made this one. I will have to look up what color this is because I don't remember. I had so much fun doing that. I'm so excited. I actually had, you know, quite a few views from the short compared to my usual. So I don't know. Hopefully Frank gets his 15 minutes of fame. So this guy, look at his little snout. Isn't he the cutest? Yeah, I am in love. Watch, it's positionable. We can do whatever we want to with it. I put some beading wire in there and I was like, man, that would just make this so cool. Anyways, this was the other really fun make that I made for you guys. Well, for me too, because I want to take him to markets, but like for patterns and tutorials and all the things, so I can share. This is a hat that I made entirely in the star stitch. I'm not super happy with it yet. I look god awful in hats and I need them to be like super short on the body. Let me show you. So when I put it on, if I put it on like this, I don't know, it just looks funny. It's like I need a forehead and I need something like hair wise. And so while I was attempting to make something that was kind of that short and that would actually just stay up a little higher, I never quite get it right. And no other patterns ever get it right either, hence why I always end up trying to make my own. But I don't know. I mean, if I just be intentional about pulling it back, it's not quite a slouch hat, but it's also not, I don't know. It's not great, but at least I don't look like I'm, I don't know, as chubby as I probably am. That's okay. Anyway, hey, I like food. There is nothing wrong with this. It may never do kind things to my body when I eat it, but I do like it. I also made fingerless gloves to match. I actually like the way that I did the pattern on this way more, and I am going to redo the hat one more time, and I'm going to see if I can't get it to do the same. Do you see how I have the ridges here in between the star stitch rows? I didn't do that on the hat. It didn't cross my mind to. I can easily. It's all the same stitch, but I don't know. I am writing patterns for these. I am in love. I think that this is going to be really stunning, and it's not too difficult to customize. The way that I built it was easy, like as easy as it could possibly be. I am also working on a cowl for this one. I'm not quite done with it. It'll probably take me like tomorrow. Do you see? Can you even see the stitch definition on that? I don't know. Like I said, I'll remake it in a more visually friendly yarn, and then you can choose if you want to do the furry kind or not. The last thing that I made this little girl over the holidays. She's going to be a dragon. Specifically, she's going to be a dragon that I wear on my Renaissance Festival garb. I'm a Rennie. I love the Renaissance Festival. It's one of my favorite things to go do. I have a really, really good one, very local to me. I am there every year. I don't miss it. But let me tell you a little bit about her story. I'm sharing this because I feel like, I don't know, there's probably somebody out there who could potentially benefit from hearing this, but also because, you know, if you're following my channel, you should probably just get a friendly heads up. I deal with a little bit of mental health issues. I know that I've mentioned that before, but I've never really shared with anybody, let alone on YouTube, like what that actually means. And sometimes it means that I need to take some time away. I need to like just turn everything off, and that may mean that I'll miss a video or two whenever I upload, which my goal is at least uploading one video per week at this point. I kind of had some extremely bad days recently, particularly over the holidays. I'm sure a lot of people do. And I decided that instead of just sitting in my room and not being productive with my time, that I would start pouring my heart out into some yarn. I don't know if you can see this, but she is made entirely of worsted weight yarn. So her construction takes a long time. So I don't know. I'm really excited about her. I have been dreaming of this dragon as a part of my costume for 3 years now. I went through about 3 years ago and I completely overhauled my costume for the Renaissance Festival. And I knew, of course, that like my character that I was building was primarily going to be yarn based. I knew that I wanted to be known for being that person that just is always wearing something crocheted, yarn everywhere. My basket that I carry with me all the time. It's really important to me, and I'm so excited to finally be moving on with getting this going. I have tried to start her like 3 times, but I don't think that I was quite where I needed to be with my amigurumi skills to be able to pull this off. Her shaping on this one is almost flawless for what I have in my head, and I can't wait to see how she actually turns out. I kind of am setting a deadline for myself. I want to have her finished before this next season starts. The season for our festival always is, it opens Labor Day weekend, so the first weekend in September, and then it runs until Halloween. I'm nervous and excited and really can't wait to see where she goes. I just have to make time for her. Note that it took me 2.5, almost 3 years to even get started on her in any like substantial way. Like again, I've tried a couple of times, but I was never happy with her shaping or the way she was going. So over the freaking moon to be doing that. Okay. I think that's caught us up on everything that I've made. I'm going to start throwing in like the business side of my stuff updates. I haven't sold anything online, but now it's just time to look forward. I ordered some boxes and stuff just to be ready to ship. Watch this, guys. Look, aren't these the cutest? I think Frank actually fits in this one the best. You see how perfect he sits in there? All right. Well, anyway, I know I'm nerding out on boxes. Oh, I have three items listed on my Etsy page now. I do have a written version for Frank the Frog. I've got my dragons posted up there, and I have the sunflower turtles. I've got those up there too. My goal for this week is to get at least 3 more items up there. I really want to get all of the winter wearables that I've made that I still have a ton of because I didn't sell a single one at that show. It would be really nice to get those up and actually get them gone. So those will probably be this week for sure. Other goals for this week, I think, so we have to make at least $200 worth of inventory for our next show, which is going to be at the end of April. And I counted up how many weeks we have. So we're looking at about 15 weeks. That puts us right at $3,000. The other thing that I'm going to do while I'm making inventory is I'm actually going to start like timing myself. I think what we need to do now is make a decision about where to start. Do you know what I just realized? I just got this out and I've made 3 Frank the Frogs and I didn't time a single one of them. So Frank the Frog is definitely on the list of things to make and time. Another one that I really want to time because it's one of my favorite patterns to make just because I love them. It's a unicorn and Pegasus pattern. Oh, I really am going to have to time my Cuddly Dragons. All right, well, I was going to keep going, but then I realized that I probably have cut out way more than I can manage to do in a week already. Hey, at least now we've got a start of a plan. All right, well, I guess I'm going to go pick out some yarn and get started. What say you we start with the Pegasus? I want to feel some soft fluffies. All right, ready? Let's go. Turn the timer on. I got all my 4 little feetsies done. They all turned out so cute. I am in love with the sparkly mint. That Juicy Couture yarn is like really pretty. I may be slightly obsessed. Anyway, it is unfortunately getting to that time in the evening where I need to do all of my nighttime stuff. But just to give you an update on the time, like I said, I got only the 4 feet done. I'm at the point where I'm getting ready to connect them all, and it's already taken me 27 minutes, almost 28. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I will check back in tomorrow. Good morning. It is New Year's Eve, so I have the day off today, so you get to see me with wet hair. I am gonna get back to working on this unicorn and finish timing it. I will update you when I take my next break, because I have a feeling that that's gonna happen. I also think that I'm getting the sniffles. I'm sorry. Like, if you hear it, I apologize. I'm gonna try to edit it out, but you know. All right, I finally have the whole body done, and we are currently sitting at 1 hour and 14 minutes. Yeah, we'll keep going, see what we end up with. All done. What do you think? Do you like her? I'm in love. Green is my favorite color anyway, so this mint is like speaking to me. But the electric blue added in, very happy with how this turned out. Just an update on the timing, you guys. 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 5 seconds in total for her. That's a lot. So, I don't know, that'll be kind of interesting to see how that works out in business math. We'll see. All right, well, I guess I'm off to the next one. You know, I should have left that off with, it's time to go take a nap. Happy New Year, everybody. It is a whole new day, and I ended up taking the whole rest of New Year's Eve for rest. I may have taken all of New Year's Day for rest too. So today is actually January 2nd in my world. New Year's Eve was really calm and wonderful. I got to spend it with the kiddo, so I don't know. It was a good time, and I'm glad to be in 2025. Looking forward to everything that this year has to hold. I did, however, get quite a bit of stuff done while I was in bed. I really wasn't in the mood to be in front of a camera. Still dealing slightly with the sinus stuff. I apologize. I'm sorry. At least you guys really did miss the worst of it, I promise. So we left off with me finishing this lovely lady. So this was the dragon that I showed you, and I really wanted to test my pattern. So I made a couple more. Not quite what we had originally lined out for tasks. That's okay. It's only Thursday, and I'm actually doing pretty good. Like, if you count in the 3 franks that I made, plus the unicorn, plus the dragons, I mean, kind of getting close to that $200 mark. So probably do that actual math later. Anyway, I think I don't know. I think my brain is obsessing over these dragons. I think that I need to get that pattern written. I think that I really still need to get listings up on Etsy, because that hasn't happened yet either. Yeah, I think I might just add up what I have here in inventory and then bang out some business-y things instead of crocheting more just yet. I'll have the whole weekend, so I'm not concerned about not reaching my $200 goal. So, you know, I'll take, when I'm in the mood to do the businessy stuff, I should probably capitalize on that. So I'm gonna, but I'll check back in when I have anything else actually, you know, crochet related to report. Hey everybody, just hopping on here for a quick update. It is Friday. I did manage to do a couple of things, but not a whole lot, so I'm gonna be quick. I got my couple of things up on Etsy. Did get more of the pattern written for the dragon, which is super fun. Still need to test it one more time just to kind of finalize it in my head and make sure that it reads exactly how I need it to read. I'm actually kind of struggling with not necessarily like how to sew on the accessories, but like how do I describe in writing the surface crochet. I'm gonna use pictures, I know that, but I don't know. This may be one of those where like I have to wait until I like record the tutorial video and then listen to myself back so that I have the words. I did that with Frank on a couple of spots and it was super helpful. So that may happen, but that means it's gonna have to wait a little bit. I don't know that I'll have time to record this weekend. But I did give my brain some leeway to experiment today. I also had a little bit of fun on Reddit. Can you see this cutie? So this is a first attempt at a s'more. Look, it popped in my head this morning. I have no real explanation for this other than I had to make it. And since I'm in a creative mode, I'm like, well, I could probably use an extra pattern, even if it is just kind of a basic one. Like, I need the practice of making them and writing them and recording them. So I was like, well, I'll just do it. When I posted it on Reddit, I had a really good engaging conversation with the group on the amigurumi thread, because that's where I posted it. And I was just trying to get some feedback to see if anybody would really be interested. It's not quite a s'more, you know, I get it. So I was like, let's just see what everybody says. And I had a few people that were like, yes, you absolutely need to write that as a pattern. Not suggesting any changes or anything. I had some other people that were like kind of excited, but were like, I would change this or that. I had a couple people that just had zero interest, which is fine. I get it. It's not for everybody. But I did take some of those suggestions and I did a couple of like tries, I guess. This one is super cute. I really like it, but I don't know. I tried to do like the drip of chocolate coming down off the graham cracker. I don't know. I think I even like off-centered, like when I was trying to do it. I did some hand sewing on this, which I am not a fan of. I will, if it's worth it, but this is such an easy pattern. There's got to be a way to do it without sewing, so enter this one. I think the only suggestion that I really didn't take was a smaller marshmallow. I like the idea of a smaller marshmallow, but when I did it on this, I hate the face. And I think it's because I didn't have enough room to make it like I did on this one, which this one for the face is actually my favorite. And I'd really tried to catch it. But I don't know. What do you think? I'm curious. I'm going to make it as a pattern and probably publish it at some point. It's okay if it doesn't like go viral. I don't need it to. But again, the practice, the repetition, the just getting used to doing these things. And I like it. I actually want the pattern for me. I'm probably going to take this to my spring market because why not? And I was thinking about doing a food event. There's a major one that goes on down in Cincinnati called Taste of Cincinnati. I don't know if I can afford that booth, but I might try. And of course, if I go to that, I need food. So, I don't know. I may dive further into the food category or not. I know that I can find a ton of patterns online already of like different vegetables, corn, rhubarb, you name it. I'm sure it already exists. So I don't necessarily know that I want to go through and like try to rewrite all those patterns when I could just find them, buy them, get them for free, whatever. But it was a lot of fun just letting my brain have this today. So I'll go with it and see where it leads, I suppose. But that is it for today. Tomorrow being Saturday, I intend to take the morning at the very least and get some things done. I have some plans tomorrow night. And then of course I have all day Sunday. So we will see how it all goes, but that's all for now. It's kind of late. So I think I'm actually going to take the rest of the night off and just go do some gaming. I'm in the middle of playing Hogwarts Legacy. I'm really excited. So yeah, I'll be doing that, but I'll check in later. Morning everybody, happy Saturday. Just popping on super quick. Today this morning rather, we're gonna focus on getting at least another frog made so I can time it. If anybody's been following Parfait or Premier's like website, or even on Hirschner's, because that's where I tend to buy this stuff, I get them in a 3-pack and they're like $4 a skein. And if you get it on free shipping, it's a pretty good deal. Anyway, this was sold out for almost all of last year. Like from the time I started looking for chunky yarn, which was probably around, what, April of 2024, like I couldn't get it. And I'm gonna tell you that since green is my absolute favorite color, I was super excited to get my hands on some. So as soon as I saw that this was finally back in stock, I grabbed a 3-pack of them. Probably should have grabbed 2 of those, but you know, I didn't know how much I'd be able to use it. So we'll see. It's still for sale the last time I checked on Hirschner's, but already sold out again on Premier's website. So if you want some, good luck. Check out Hirschner's and see if they've got what you need. All right, well, I'm off to it. Well, that took a little less time than I was expecting. The tutorial for it is literally like almost an hour. I was thinking that it would take me a little bit longer than that. Apparently, I'm much more clunky like when I do my tutorials and work a little bit slower. Actual time, 42 minutes, 45 seconds. This is the color Emerald, by the way. I realized in my last clip, like I was sitting there talking about how hard it was to get this yarn and didn't even tell you the color. It's called Emerald by Premier Parfait Chunky. I don't know, it's very lovely. It's not quite what I was expecting for Emerald. I was thinking that it would be a slightly darker tone, but it's still really pretty and definitely already one of my favorites. So I'm happy with it. So with this being done, I actually have it in my head to do one more remake of the s'more. I really do still love the pattern, but there's one thing that was kind of driving me crazy about it. It's the top and bottom, like the graham crackers. I made like a square that's folded in on itself to get this really nice finished edge. And I think my brain just worked out a way to like cut out some of the yarn and get rid of it having like these false tops and bottoms. I feel like having that there prevents you from feeling like it's very squishable on the top and bottom. And for me, that really takes away from it just being a plush. Like it doesn't feel full, for lack of a better word, and that is bothering me. Anyway, I'm gonna get to that. I will be back in a bit. And then I'm probably going to be done for the day because I need to get ready and get some things done before my plans this evening. So, check back in. That took a little longer than expected. It's Sunday. I ended up spending the entire morning on my couch just trying to figure out this stupid s'more. I say stupid. I'm still like really obsessed and a little OCD about like getting it into a shape that makes me feel like I did it a good service. I think though, when I do finally get around to making the video tutorial for this, it's gonna be like the most complicated way to make a s'more ever invented. I'm curious if you would be interested in watching something titled that. If not, give me some suggestions because I think it would be fun just to record it. Anyway, okay, so first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and the final result. I've decided though that because I've made so many and because I actually like the look, like just the aesthetics of the last 3 that I made, and they kind of look like a happy family. I'll show you. I think I'm actually going to write out the pattern for all of them. I don't necessarily know if it would be worth recording videos for all of them. I think I'll just do the very last one because that's the one that I prefer the most or like the most. But then the other 2 aren't so different in their structure that I couldn't just modify that one pattern and give you all 3 versions. So that's probably in the plans. I have a question for you. I'm curious as to what you would like to see more of going forward. I mean, just in this video alone, I could probably make the s'mores pattern, the dragon pattern, and then all 3 pieces for that star stitch set that I'm working on. So there's 5 patterns that I could easily spend the next 5 weeks getting ready and publishing. But I don't know that I can do both vlogging and doing the pattern tutorials in the same week. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I prioritize the patterns first, or should I prioritize vlogging? I don't know. I'm happy to just go with the flow for the moment. So I don't know. Leave your comments down below and I will make sure to respond and take some advice, because I don't know, I'm still pretty new at all this stuff. So alright, well, let me show you everything that's in the basket. It'll take me just a second to load up the basket, but we will do this. Alright, here it is. Here is our makes for this week. I'm throwing in like 3 of the frogs and the 1 dragon, because I did that over the holiday break and I want to account for them somewhere. So I am gonna throw that in here just so that you all can help me stay accountable. Total side benefit of doing these videos, I feel like I have an accountability buddy. I think I hit all of my goals. I have 2 new listings up on Etsy, so I guess I got 2 out of 3 on that one. I got 2 plushies timed to see how long that they take me to make, so I can kind of calculate better business math. And then I have $210 worth of stuff in my basket. You'll notice that my dragon that I'm making for my garb is not in here. She's mine, so she's not going to be included. I will still give you guys updates on her. If I'm going to share her origin story, I might as well. We'll take that along too. Don't expect anything super right away. That's so far back burner. Anything for just me is last priority. But again, hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have her done by August, September when the festival starts up again. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Definitely been an interesting, busy week. Been having a lot of fun with all the makes. Really had a lot of fun chatting with everybody on Reddit. I had a lot of people that were so incredibly kind and encouraging and supportive. That made my heart feel really good. So if you aren't on Reddit and, you know, want to come chat, I would love that. I get nothing out of it. It's just a place where I can connect with people in a platform that I really enjoy. Also, the comments below is also really good for that. I guess I should throw that out there too. I would love to have good conversations. I'm all about it. I really want to take the opportunity to just connect with fellow crocheters, to connect with people who are doing other crafting. If you're just watching this to, you know, keep yourself busy while you work, I just say hello. I would love to say hello back. But I guess until next time, bye y'all.